Hello and welcome to BQ Prime. You're joining us on the second day of the Global FinTech Festival here that's happening here in Mumbai. Of course, this is the end of the second day. And one product has sort of caught everybody's imagination, the ATM that allows you cash withdrawals using UPI. Every content creator on earth has now made a video on this single product, and it seems to have caught a lot of interest amongst internet users. But we're here to tell you a little bit about a backstory about this entire product, that this is probably not the first time that this product exists. I have with me Arindam Basu from NCR. Arindam, NCR is one of the largest ATM providers in this country. I wanted to understand where the story of cardless cash withdrawals using UPI began.
So to be honest, NCR is always into the big innovation technology. So when ATM, we do usually a traditional way of doing it is using a card and a PIN. And it takes, and over a period of time with compliances, it is getting more and more tedious, fraudster doing a lot of frauds and all. So why don't eliminate? So UPI along with NPCI was one of the major things which enabled us to get into this whole cardless cash using UPI, and most importantly, making it as an interoperable. So we worked closely with NPCI over 4 years to come up with this particular whole solution the way it is. So it's convenience to the customer. So any ATM across any bank, the consumer can go withdraw the cash using a simple UPI method. Enter the amount, the dynamic QR comes, and use any of the Google Pay, Phone Pay, Beam, and authorize the transaction, and the cash comes out. So instead of 43 seconds on an average, which an ATM takes it, it's going to be around 9 to 11 seconds. So the queue is going to reduce, much more convenience, and on top of it, it's a lighter application at the ATM. The most important part, the banks doesn't need to change any of their current ATM application or the hardware. It's a purely software and technology driven. So all ATM, as we move forward in another 6 to 8 months, going to get into this option of having an UPI cash withdrawal.
Tell me about the genesis of this idea, because this idea of a cardless cash withdrawal, this discussion has been has preceded UPI itself, right? If you can tell me a little bit about it.
So one of the things is that we, as a technology provider, we have been working with, we call it mobile cash withdrawal, which originated almost a decade back. So we have been working with, across our globe, there are multiple banks who have that cardless cash. But the thing is, it's not a problem, but most of the West are very bank oriented. They don't have an interoperability. So we launched it over here in India, but most bank here are 30-70 kind of a ratio. So which means only is going to serve 30% of their own customer. Interoperability is not there. So the introduction of UPI made it possible. And with the UPI, the same technology, what we have used it across the globe, we integrated along with NPCI to make it happen. So it's not an old, very new thing, but what we did is interoperability within UPI right now with NPCI has made it completely revolutionized.
All right, Arindam, thank you so much for joining us on this conversation. Pleasure talking to you.